Yo, what's up, everybody? Wow, already making a lot of noise. I'm quiet because it's super early in the morning. But I do have una batalla, a battle. I don't know if that's the right word or not. My Spanish is a little dusty. But this ain't about Spanish, it's about Pokemon, so we're gonna get into it. Looking at the teams, his threat list is really only Lottie. And even that isn't that threatening because I have Torn T with outspeeds it. I have Alakazam that outspeeds it. I have Bisharp. I have a drill that can take a hit from it. The only thing is I'll have a problem switching into it. But other than that, I should be fine. I'm looking outside his team. Nothing really else is a threat. I mean, Talonflame, but Talonflame is handled. So, yeah, we'll just get into it. He's going to lead off with his Jirachi since he's leading with it. He's either setting up rocks or he's Scarfed, and there's been a lot of Scarf Rachi running around, so that's of course going to be Scarf. So I'm just going to decide to knock off his switch in, whatever it is. He decides to make that Latios for whatever reason. I'm going to U-turn out of there, expecting him to want to switch out to something. I don't know what. He decides to make the hit Garchomp, so I take 59% in recoil. I'm going to go out to my Keldeo. I'm going to click Icy Wind. He's going to attack his Lottie for whatever reason. The reason I clicked Icy Wind is because nothing wants to come in to -1 speed. I'm going to sack the Keldeo to the Spore here because I know he's not Bolt Stealing, just to get off the -1 with the Icy Wind on this, so that when I go to Bisharp, because I'm going to Bisharp on this turn on his SD, but since I have the -1, I can go ahead and Sucker Punch it, and my Sucker Punch will go before his Mach Punch. He decides to SD again, but that's not scaring me. I'm just Sucker Punching again because I'm clicking Sucker Punch all 94 times, even though I'm going to use 8. I might have an extra, 86 PP from somewhere. I don't know. But he goes to Garchomp. I go to Torn, expecting him to Earthquake. Half expecting him to Dragon Tail. He does actually Dragon Tail. He Dragon Tails me out to Keldeo. I'm going to burn the Sleep Turn and stay in. As he Dragon Tails me out to Bisharp, I'm just going to hard switch to my Torn. And I'm going to click Earthquake here just to get off some damage. I know it'll do a lot. I know I shouldn't die to a Dragon Tail plus Life Orb Recoil. So we're all good on those fronts, and he brings me back out to Bisharp. Unfortunately, I am going to just knock it off and take the 95 million% in recoil, but my health isn't really too important with this Bisharp anyway, so it's all good. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp me, but I'm Lum, so I know he was gonna. I didn't feel him Flare Blitzing there. I don't know why. Maybe SDing, maybe bulking up, but I knew he wasn't Flare Blitzing. Luckily, since he did Willow, I got to burn my Lum and get off a normal power knockoff. He's gonna Will-O-Wisp as I switch to Keldeo and then just kill that. I'm gonna go to Garchomp, set up my rocks on his Willow. Now here, if I was thinking I should be clicking Earthquake, not Outrage, to kill the Talonflame, but I was clicking Outrage because I didn't want his Gyarados to get a free switch. Like, Earthquake gives it a free switch. But had I been thinking, Outrage actually gives it a free switch too, because it's not really gonna do that much to it. It's going to be at -1, it's going to be burned, and I would be locked in. He can just set up on it. So here I should be clicking Outrage. I should be clicking Earthquake instead of Outrage. But either way, it doesn't really matter because I'm just trying to weaken Talonflame. I am going to hit myself in Confusion, which is unfortunate because the Talonflame will be at like 20%. But it's fine. I'll just go out to my Excadrill, and I'll just Rock Slide it because that's what I have Rock Slide for. Except that I miss, but you know, whatever. The game is still in my favor because I have Bisharp to Sucker Punch the Talonflame, or because he doesn't seem to have a Fire type move, so I could just knock it off or Sucker Punch it. That turn I should protect the Jirachi. I knew he was gonna go out to Jirachi. I just didn't want to pull the trigger on the play, and so I am gonna lose my drill because had I clicked Earthquake, I could 2-hit KO the Rachi, but I didn't. I'm going to go out to Bisharp, click Knockoff because he's not going to want to lose this Scarf Rachi. He's going to want to sack Talonflame, so I'm going to click Knockoff, half hoping for him to go out to Gyarados so it can take some damage, but that's not what happens. His Gyarados is Intimidate though, so I get a +1. I'm going to Swords Dance, expecting him to want to Dragon Dance. But that's not what happens. He just straight Waterfalls. I live it, and I'm going to Sucker Punch here as he actually reveals that he has Sub. That Sub isn't really a problem because I've seen that I was faster when I SD'd, so I'm going to go for Iron Head, which is why I should have not went for Sucker Punch last turn, but I didn't notice it until this turn when I was reading it in the chat. But anyway, I'm going to break his Sub. I'm going to click U-turn with my Torn. The reason I went into Torn was just to get a little bit more HP should it come down to it. It shouldn't though, because I can just kill everything because I'm faster. He decides to healing wish out to his Gyarados, which doesn't matter at all because I can just hit it with a focus blast. And if for some reason the focus blast doesn't kill, I can just finish it off with a U-turn from Torn, but that's not what happened. He misses. So now my game plan is to hit a Hurricane, confuse him with it, and hit him with another one. But instead, I just miss a Hurricane and I just end up losing because I missed 2 turns in a row. Well, I missed because I lost Focus Blast. To win after I missed Focus Blast, I would have had to confuse him, which is 30%. He would have to hit himself with confusion. And then I would have had to hit another one, which is like 15%, and like 70% of 15%, which is like 1.5 times 7, which is like what? 3, 12, no, 9, like 10.5%, something like that. I don't know. It's early. I haven't been to sleep. I don't do math anymore. So basically, I had a 10% chance of winning after Focus Blast missed, which is pretty bleak. So it makes sense that I lost. But anyway, that was that battle. Just something that I had, and I wanted to get up before it got too old because like it had a Scarfratch unit, so that's how you know it's pretty current because you don't see Scarfratch running around a couple months ago or even a couple weeks ago. I don't know why I'm rambling. Goodbye. Remember your rose and fiddle daisies, deuces.